I don't know if we found the magic bullet, but I'm happy tonight, man, and I'm gonna celebrate this win and go to sleep good and wake up good. Uh, what was your moment? What was the play that told you it's t- if someone goes back and looks at it, we'll tell them what went on in this game.
So, by the way, I want to respond to one thing that you said because I thought it was super spot on in terms of like teams. If they try to play our game, we're going to beat them. But if they go points in the paint, then we're in trouble. I think that goes to show why us starting off so strong and not having these like horrendous early quarters is big. Because if you get a lead on teams,
Yep.
what they're going to do is think the only way I can get back is by 3-point shooting, which is kind of similar to what you see with a team that where when their bread and butter is running the football, and if they get down early, then they feel like they have to start passing when
And
it's
they
a
can't. Yep.
so that's so that I totally agree with what you said. So it's funny. My moment of the game is going to be very small, and this is coming from a neurotic Jew like myself that actually thought there was a chance they were going to lose a 30-something point game. I actually thought when the lead got cut to 14. And I thought that one of the Tyler Johnson layups just to stop the bleeding was the moment where I was like, all right, like I basically was like, we're gonna win, we're gonna win, we're gonna win. Oh my God, this could be a disaster moment. And then Johnson made that layup to make it so that the game never went to 12 or even single digits. And I was like, all right, we're fine.
Tyler Johnson wears trailer park Jordans. He's the most trailer park dude I've ever seen play basketball.
Tyler Johnson would be in like the if they were going to do like a MAGA version of White Men Can't Jump, he would be the one of the guys.
There's no question. Like, I'm sure he doesn't align politically with that, but
No, definitely.
I could see someone looking like Tyler Johnson storming the White House
Absolutely.
in the Jordans that he played in tonight too. No, he's definitely Florida man. That Tyler Johnson.
Yes.
My moment was less of a play and more of a moment. James Harden was doing his James Harden 50 million dribbles thing, and Brogdon picked his pocket, went down court, and Kyrie was open in the corner, and he didn't, and James Harden didn't find him. And it's hard to call James Harden, greedy. He's not. It's just what James Harden has to do to get off looks greedy. This is a guy with great court vision, finds his teammates. I don't necessarily feel like James Harden makes his teammates better. Do you?
I'm gonna give a no comment on that because I found him infuriating to watch today.
It's just weird. It was like Kyrie was getting busy, and James Harden wanted to do it too, but he just couldn't get out. It wasn't his night. And that was like an over trying play, and Brogdon took advantage of him. But I think the calming influence and the thing that kind of brought us back, which is for as much how much we hold Kyrie responsible on this show, it was amazing to see him yell at James Harden and say, pass that. I'm open. Pass it. Right? And that just seems to be the frustration that Chris Paul has had with James Harden, that, Russell Westbrook has with James Harden. Everybody likes James Harden. Everybody likes hanging out with James Harden. James Harden is the king of the strip club. So, obviously, off the court, people are going to like James Harden. But on the court, he seems to, like, wear thin those relationships. But it wasn't like Kyrie was, barking on him or yelling at him. But at having that piece of leadership, having that guy that's willing to just be like, that can even do it, that can look at James Harden and go, pass it to me in particular. And I thought that was important. Kyrie seized the game. He basically grabbed it by its throat and brought us home. So I thought that was important to see. And James is going to have to get out of the mud here, and he's going to have to get in shape. Like, maybe he needs to become vegan. He's gonna have to lay off the sweet teas. So so great win. we
Great win.
we've got a pretty hectic next few games. Let me run this down to you right quick.
Yeah.
So our next one is supposed to be a cakewalk. The 13-12. Are they resurging or are they just floundering? Golden State Warriors. We got them on Saturday. We're gonna get a little break here. They're gonna get some practice time. Maybe they'll be able to integrate Vonleh. Then we play the Kings. The Kings game is one that I'm very worried about because they're a top 5 teams in points in the paint
huge
as well.
Yeah, that's the Mark Bagley Hall of Fame game.
Listen, I'm a big Harrison Barnes guy. I've been wanting the Nets to see if they could pry him away. He's one of the guys I've been clamoring for. I watched. He's one of my league pass teams. They're an interesting team, but and going to be an interesting test for the Nets. And then the biggest test for me, people say it's the Lakers, but any game the Lakers and the Nets play is a scrimmage. They're not going to show each other too much. The Nets are probably going to want to send a message, especially with KD not playing for so long. He's going to want to come out and play. But I'm more worried about the Suns. The Suns are big. The Suns are fast. The Sun has a great young star and a great old veteran. They're put together. Their parts fit better than the Nets' parts, and they've been tanking a lot of seasons to have a lot of good young talent on that team. That's the game for me. The 14-9 Phoenix Suns are the game for me to see where the Nets are. So interesting next few games, and of course we're gonna have the Lakers and then the Clippers and then the Kings again. That's an interesting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, topped off with this beautiful of a cherry on top win against the Pacers. So we're gonna have some interesting podcasts coming up. You feel good?
Yeah, look, I'm pumped. Look, by the way, the Warriors thing, the thing that I'm sure all the talking heads will be talking about, and I'm actually curious about it, is it's going to be KD's, assuming he's back, his first time playing against Draymond, because Draymond was hurt the first game this year, and KD obviously didn't play last year, and they obviously have. I don't even know if they're still close or what their deal is.
I think they're close. I think they're cool. I don't think anybody's inviting anyone to their kid's bar mitzvah, but these guys are professionals. They're good guys. The Warriors are good guys. You could tell. And KD just wanted his own thing, and he has it now. So gonna be interesting to see how Vonleh fits in, or if Vonleh will get more minutes than stay ready minutes, and maybe we might even see Nick Claxton somewhere in this, even though they said it's about a month, but this is a good length of time for them. Dude, pleasure doing this with you as always, my partner in crime.
Absolutely.
We will be back on Saturday. It appears to talk Warriors Nets. New York City's. We won a basketball game. We don't look too terrible. I am at Eve Darboost, and this is my partner at Samuel Lachow. We are the Front Office Podcast. And for my partner and myself, peace.